Okay, I think it's recording now. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over like a lot of the Facebook jail stuff that Vanessa's been talking about.
Right.
Um, ThinkShare, I know Vanessa posted the one thing about Facebook jail, the article from ThinkShare. But if you went through the article, not only did it give you tips, but there was actually a free ebook. So go back and you can like download it. So basically, that's what I'm just going to go over and share with everybody, like some of the things that they um, suggested, to do as far as like to stay out of jail. One of the things too that we talked about, not sure if any of you saw Jill's post. She was asking about there's another platform that you can use. It's called Squee. I've heard of it. I never checked into it, so I started looking at it. I know Jill is flying with it. She's already posting it. I may try it. I'm still looking at it. Squee is offering you a 4-week free trial. The only thing and Donna, do you use SyncShare?
No, I'm on Post My Party with Gary.
Oh, okay. So what's your monthly fee for Post My Party?
I think 10.
Okay, SyncShare is also $10 a month. That's what I use. The thing with Squee, when I looked it up, is you get your 4-week free trial. It's $20 a month or $200 a year. So you're basically going to get two months for free. So
Right.
it is a little bit more pricey. I watched one of the tutorial videos. I'm still a little confused about it. I'm not quite sure about it, but I'm gonna look into it and see what it is. But basically, what Squee does is Squee does not even use Facebook. Basically, what happens with Squee is you will send your host and their guests a link, and they actually go to Squee, and that's where you'll see all your posts. From what I'm taking from Squee, and I could be wrong because I just watched it really quickly and I need to go back and look at it more. But what I'm getting from Squee is, like I said, it doesn't post to Facebook, but it looks like you can take like someone, for example, I was going through the Facebook page and it was saying someone posted the Canadian link to the summer products. And from what I'm taking when I look at it is if you take and copy that link, it will give you all of the posts that one particular person uses. You can use them all or you don't have to use them all. And from what I'm taking from Squee is you can use whatever post you want. You can really basically copy everybody's post if you want. So the pros is that you can keep copying posts where you can keep using the same post over and over and over again. You're not going to get put into like this Facebook jail per se. But I'm thinking the downside to that is they can start becoming impersonal, where it's just going to be a copy and paste type thing.
Yeah.
Not really sure, but again, I just watched a really quick tutorial, looked at it, debating if I want to take a try. Like I said to Jill, I don't know. Maybe I'll just say, hey, who wants to be a guinea pig and try it out? But again, you better make sure it's really going to work like after your 4 weeks because it's $20 a month as
Right.
compared to your $10 a month currently. So
Right.
that's just another platform that just kind of popped up and it does not use Facebook at all. You're basically going to direct your customers and hosts to Squee. You're not going to use Facebook. Um, so that's just one platform that you can look into if anybody wants to look into it. And if anybody becomes a professional on Squee, hey, more power to you and let us know how it works out for you. So I'm just going to go over this really quick. The book that ThinkShare just posted, like I said, which basically is how to avoid Facebook jail. Because basically what it says in here, they're going to give you some tips. Basically, what they're saying is Facebook is not trying to, they use the word bully. They're not trying to bully your industry to canceling your online parties. They're like, what Facebook is trying to say is that they actually like us using their Facebook. They like us using Facebook for our parties because, come on, let's face it. There's probably a lot of people who never use their Facebook accounts or hardly ever use their Facebook accounts and may be becoming more active because they're either attending a Facebook party or they're hosting a Facebook party. So SyncShare is saying that Facebook is not trying to shut us down. They're saying that they support us holding our parties on Facebook. They're just saying this is what they want you to do to, one, stay out of Facebook jail, and two, just to keep it more personal, real, and things like that. So again, SyncShare is saying Facebook is not against us hosting these parties. So they're also saying that Facebook, blocks posts whether they are scheduled or manually done. So they're not even saying, oh, this is coming from a scheduling, a third-party scheduler, they're going to block it. They're not even saying that that's not what's triggering it either. So it doesn't matter if you're manually making your posts, if you're using Facebook scheduler, SyncShare, Post My Party, they're saying that doesn't matter. So basically what they're saying is this is what they're blocking. And here is what I said this to Vanessa. I was in Facebook jail. I was in Facebook jail to a point that I could still post, but I could not like or comment anything. And I felt so bad because I had a party going on and I was sending them messages and I'm like saying to them like, hey, listen, can you just make a post? Like, let them know I'm not avoiding it. So I made a post when I could finally comment and like things saying, hey, listen, I'm out of Facebook jail. We're going to extend this party just a little bit longer. This is very abnormal for me and I apologize for being absent and this and that. So what they're saying is one of the things that they're blocking is overused company images. I truly do feel, it's my personal opinion, whether anybody else believes it, is that I am wondering if the Disney posts is what's triggering it when it comes to Facebook. Because if you know, like anytime there's new products that come out, everybody, they either make their own images, like a lot of people make their own images, or you copy an image and you make it your own. We can't do that with the Disney images. We have to use only what Disney approves. So I'm wondering if that kind of is one of the problems, because they're telling you the solution is take pictures of the products that you love, make them original, show your customers of you using them. So I'm just wondering, is that part of the problem? The other thing they're saying is the unoriginal party scripts. I am one who I use Pampered Chef's party scripts. I use them to a point where I will use them, but I will add to them. I will take, I don't use their script verbatim. I will change it. I'll add to it. I may take away from it. Like I kind of read it and maybe I don't like the way they worded it, so I word it to fit my personality. So they're also saying using unoriginal party script. So if you're using the same script over and over, like that you copied from Pampered Chef, that could be it. So basically they're saying use your own content. Talk about why you love the product. For example, the quick cooker, I hardly ever use. I may use a little blurb of what the Pampered Chef outline says, but I put my own spin on it about what I love about the quick cooker or what I love about the grill pans, things like that. So this is what they're saying. Because basically they're saying they do not want you to just copy and paste. Just because, again, I know we're all guilty of it to a point. You see what's working for someone else. You see what's working for Vanessa, and it is like going like wildfire for Vanessa. So you just want to copy and paste it. Just because it works for Vanessa doesn't mean it's going to work for you. People who know me know that what is on Vanessa's page is not me, is not my personality, and things like that. So try to not copy and paste and make things more your own. Use their ideas. I like to, sometimes I'll even see images. I'll use that image, I'll use that idea for an image, and I'll go on Canva and make up my own. I'm no professional, but if you need help with Canva, if you want me to give you an idea or try to make something up for you, I am always willing to help you I'm always willing to try and help and do whatever I can to help you with your graphics. Trust me, Canva was one of those things that I worked at and worked at. I've watched a few tutorials and I've picked up a few things. So I've gotten a little better with it. I am definitely no professional, but I can help you out as much as I can. They're also saying only share content with the people who want to see it. The other thing that I think is putting people in Facebook jail is your hosts are just inviting anybody and everybody. One of the sayings that I heard at one of our trainings, at our fall training, our fall retreat, was Pharrell said, when your host is inviting people, nobody's offended if they are invited. They're offended if they are not invited. So I tell my host that, like, just remember, nobody will ever be offended if they are invited to your party. They only get offended if they are not invited to your party. But in that sense too, when you're in Facebook, you also have to be careful. You don't want them adding like 300 people at one time, because that's when it gets flagged as spam. Tell them to only add maybe 20 people at a time, take a break, and then add another 20 people. So go that way. But again, don't not invite anybody. Just, keep inviting your stuff. They're saying to spread out your posts. If you have posts going out every minute, it could be mistaken as being robot or spam. Again, at one of our fall retreats, obviously we saw that the fall retreat that Grace is holding is sold out. If any openings open up, it's a great training to go to. For 3 days, you'll get a lot of great training, and it's only up in Hazleton. But this is one thing that they told us, to space your posts about 3 to 5 minutes apart. The reason, though, that they told us to space them 3 to 5 minutes apart was I used to do them in maybe do like an hour or 2 hours later. Excuse me. What was happening is every post, say you did one at 7 o'clock and then 8 o'clock and then 10 o'clock or however, the people in the party would get a notification at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. And some people then would get frustrated because they're always being bombarded with posts from the party. So what they said was, I think it was just last year, last October, was they said, schedule your posts. If you schedule them, like the one girl was doing 3 minutes, so maybe even the 5 minutes works too. So say you do a group of posts, and this is personally what I do. I'll do a group of posts where I will post what recipe we're going to talk about. Then I'll make a post of all the products that we use to make that recipe. And then I post the recipe, the actual recipe. But I post them all 3 minutes apart. What happens is they don't get, so say that post involved 3 posts. They won't get 3 notifications. They get 1 notification for all 3 of them, because they're far enough apart not to be considered spam, but close enough together to be considered one post. So that's how I started doing mine after last year. It seemed to work out. I add my husband to all of my parties, and I kind of tested out on him, and I was asking him, how many notifications were you getting? And he said he was getting less notifications. So doing the 3 to 5 minutes apart definitely works, that you only get 1 notification for that group of posts, not 1 for each one. So that helps too. Edit your post messages. What they're saying is, so change up your post messages from time to time so that they're not always the same and flagged as being overused. For example, like, I'm just as guilty when it comes to this. My pre-party posts, like, oh, welcome, and this is what's going to happen. I have some of mine that, like, I just use the same ones over and over and over again. So I tried to start swapping some of them out so they're not always the same, quote unquote, welcome posts, just because I don't want them to be flagged that, So what they're saying is try to create a new variation, like every month. Maybe in the beginning of the month, make up a new welcome post or a new, whatever post that you want to do, just so they're not the same the same one all the time. They said reorganize your posts, you know, maybe make them less cookie cutter, shuffling them around a little bit. So, you know, things like that too is one of the things. And really, the one thing that they were saying is share content with people who want to see it. Don't add anyone to your group or party without their consent. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Oh, sorry. So again, thank you. That goes with, you want to add everybody, but still watch who you're adding. You know, don't, you know, as much as you want to encourage your guests, invite everybody, because nobody's offended if they're invited. They're only offended if they're not invited, but yet still be careful how many people they're adding at one time. So basically the bottom line is Facebook does want you to be promoting your products and hosting your parties with Facebook, because let's face it, you're having your party on Facebook, you're getting more people to use Facebook, and that's their priority. They're not trying to block everything you post, but they're just going to be blocking the people who keep overusing the same images, or, you know, using the same verbatim. One of the other ones that I remember the tips, you know, posted in the article from Vanessa was about, oops, where am I trying to get back here? One of the things with the whole Facebook thing, and now I'm trying to find it, was to commenting too fast. If you're commenting too fast, you know, that could be doing it too, that you're not, it's not looking original, it's looking, you know, fake and things like that too. So, you know, watch how fast you're commenting or liking things. So like I said, when I went on my Facebook thing, it went in, it showed what image was reported. An image that was reported was completely from vacation, had nothing to do with Facebook. But I can tell you, I was on vacation. I was also doing a lot more just liking. I was not commenting as much as I normally would. So could that have played a part in it too? It's very possible. So I really did try and keep this one short and sweet. I really honestly just did not know what to go over, but I really wanted to kind of go over the different things with Facebook jail, because it seems to be a big deal right now. So again, like, take a look at the article that Vanessa posted, and if you can, download the ebook. But basically everything I went over on the ebook is what's in there. If you find anything else like that you like I said, I know Jill was commenting about that Squee platform as far as holding parties. I'm still going to look into it and see what it's all about, you know. But if you find something that's like working for you, like, don't be afraid to share it with the team, you know. It could even be something that someone's already tried, where we can tell you, hey, this worked, but this didn't work, because why waste your time if somebody already tried it and it didn't work? So it's just one of those things. But so I just wanted to go over like some of the things with like the whole Facebook jail, what they're looking at and things like that. And again, one of the things I brought up to Vanessa was, do you think it could be the Disney images that's really triggering, or how can I say, like, focusing on Pampered Chef, because we can only use those images. We cannot make up our own. We can't alter them in any way. So I don't even know if that could be playing a part in it, but I guess we'll see when the new products come out what happens, because people are going to share new images like crazy and see what happens. So that's all I really have to share with anybody. Donna and I were talking beforehand, so just so you all know, I had a great vacation, which is why this is going really quickly, because I wasn't overly prepared, and I'm getting cranky because I go back to work tomorrow, and I'm still kind of on vacation mode. So I hope everybody else is having a great summer. But while I got you, Donna, do you have any other questions or any inputs or suggestions or anything like that?
I don't really have any questions right now. Of course, I'm nervous just like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do have a virtual, I have 3 virtuals going.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was I did a battle of the host, and I'm running them all together.
Nice.
I shared the links at the bottom, so each one of them has their own link. They invited their guests. We probably have maybe 60 people, which is nice.
Wow.
We're going to see where that goes. Now, I saw an order come in today, but it's only Tuesday. You know, I'm not worrying about too much, but so far, I think we're okay. I don't see anything happening, so let's hope.
Yeah. And I know Amy Green and Vanessa said they're doing that too, like lumping a couple
Right.
parties into one. So I look at it this way too, and that's a great thing to try if you have multiple parties going, because you know how sometimes you have one party where you have so much interaction, and then you have one party where you might only have one or two.
Yep.
You know, you get some of those people who are really interacting could kind of get the other parties rolling too, because
Right.
other people are going to start talking. So I only see that being a win-win. So I hope it all works out great for you guys. So like right now, I kind of was a little slow in June since I was on vacation, but yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to consider trying, like when I have a
Yeah.
couple parties to run at one time. Sounds like a great
Yeah.
idea.
Well, like I said, so far, you know, I'm happy with the amount of people that are there.
Nice.
Again, they're not really talking too much, and I'm kind of a little bit afraid to put too much on. I'm waiting for them to kind of, you know, so I've sent private messages and all, you know, to try and get them talking.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I actually have a video I just did. I sent to Vanessa, but she didn't answer yet. I wanted her to tell me if it was too long, if it was okay. So I'm kind of waiting on her, and then it's going to be, I'm going to post that on the show page.
Nice.
So
Yeah, and like I said, and one thing that I did read about the whole commenting is, as far as the commenting, you should be good. It's just a matter of, we all know how Vanessa talks 1,000 words a minute. So she types that fast too. So maybe that's even what got her, is she was probably commenting on everybody like so fast, because we all know how she's going a million miles a minute. So you should be okay with the commenting. Just, you know, maybe do a couple comments at a time just to kind of
Right.
keep it up. Because I find, like, yes, the whole commenting and you staying involved as well as the host being involved definitely makes a huge impact as far as the participation in the parties.
Right.
So, but if you don't have any other questions or anything, I don't know. That's all I really had to go over.
Okay, I don't, and you should get yourself some rest and be prepared for tomorrow.
Well, that's the problem. I work night shift. So now, do I go to bed and sleep half the night? Usually what I'll do is I'll lay down for a couple hours and get up in the middle of the night, because now I got to try to sleep tomorrow during the day.
Right.
Where now for the last 3 weeks I've been sleeping at night. Now I got to change my whole sleep schedule again.
Yep.
Yep. All righty.
Joys
Well,
of a
hey, thanks,
job.
Donna. And I guess if I don't see you before, we'll see you at conference.
Okay. Nice
All right.
chatting with you. Thanks.
Can't wait. See you guys. All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.